With the King Charles coronation coming up quickly, the pressure is definitely on to make sure everything is perfect. But with the event being so huge for the royal family and royal fans, will some of the family drama be able to be pushed aside? Hey guys, I'm your host Lauren, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 things that could possibly go wrong at the coronation. Let's get into it. Number 10, the performance dropouts. The coronation is coming up quick, and luckily it looks like they finally have bands lined up to perform. King Charles definitely had some difficulty when it came to getting a musician to perform, with many making excuses as to why it wouldn't be possible for them due to scheduling conflicts. With some of those people being Adele, the Spice Girls, Harry Styles, and Ed Sheeran. Experts believe that the actual reason for these big names declining is that they don't want to be associated with all the scandals that the British royal family is involved in. A publicist for some of the big names told Rolling Stone, "The royal family have faced a number of PR disasters in recent time, and anyone performing at the show would have to consider whether there would be backlash from appearing amongst their fans. With the fear of losing fans, some people are worried about the headliners from the current lineup backing out last minute. So far, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Ollie Murs, and Lionel Richie are among those who have agreed to perform, but until they're actually on stage, the fear is still pretty real." Number 9, Harry and Meghan. With Prince Harry and Meghan being involved in quite a bit of drama and making headlines, it's believed that the royal family is nervous about their presence at the event. From the book release to the Netflix special and the tell-all interviews, many are left wondering if they're going to be invited at all. But after quite a bit of speculation, it looks like Harry will be attending the coronation alone, without his wife or his children. The palace has stated that Meghan will stay at the couple's house in Southern California. There's been constant discussion throughout the past few months whether Harry would be allowed to wear his military uniform and where he would be allowed to sit. Many are also wondering if he will meet his father and his brother face to face and what that would look like. But will his attendance overshadow? Seems like the royals are concerned. An insider close to the family told Entertainment Tonight, "The big concern is the chaos that could overshadow the coronation if they do attend. No one wants to see the focus taken away from King Charles, with the press focused on Harry and Meghan." They went on to say, "The fear is if they do come, more private matters could be made public." So efforts are beginning to prevent that. Could Harry's attendance cause some drama? Many do seem to think so. Number 8, the price tag. This is something that is really looking to rub the UK public in the wrong way. The coronation is such a lavish event that you just know it's going to be pretty expensive. Even though Charles has insisted that he is being very money conscious, considering some of the UK residents are struggling with the cost of living. But regards to taking steps to lower the cost, it's still looking like it could cost close to £100 million. Queen Elizabeth II's coronation in 1953 cost £1.5 million, which equals to about £50 million in today's money. A source explained to The Sun, "In today's money, the 1953 coronation cost around £50 million, but estimates for King Charles are twice as much because of things like security, which weren't a big issue back then." But if you're wondering who's going to pay this £100 million, well, it's looking like it's going to be paid by the British government, which is essentially British taxpayers. As the government is becoming aware of how upset the cost will make the British people, they are said to be very mindful, ensuring that it gives value to the taxpayer, as there is an estimated £1 billion coming in for the British economy from this. But even if that is true, how are people going to react when they realize the true cost of this event? Number 7, the affair. In 2019, rumors started circulating regarding Prince William having an affair with his lifelong friend, Rose Hanbury. The Daily Mail reported that Kate, who was said to be friends with Rose, was trying to phase her out of their inner circle. An insider told The Sun, "It is well known that Kate and Rose are having a terrible falling out. They used to be close, but that is no longer the case." To add to these rumors, a reporter for the Times of London posted on Twitter in a now deleted tweet saying, "Everyone knows about the affair, darling." Regardless, if these rumors are true, I can't imagine it's going to be very awkward at the coronation, considering Rose is invited. She is likely to be in attendance considering her husband has been named as King Charles' Lord-in-Waiting, as well as her son being named one of the King's pages, meaning he will be holding the robes of the King with Prince George. But how does this make Kate feel? A friend of the family told the media there has never been any enmity between Kate and Rose. The rumors are all a load of rubbish. The family are ancient allies of the crown. But with Kate allegedly calling Rose her rival in the past, on a scale of 1 to 10, how tense do you really think this could be? Number 6, the church fight. King Charles is reportedly not having it with the English church and is fighting over his diversity demands. Because of these disagreements with the church, it has allegedly led to a delay in the public publication for the event's order of service. King Charles is looking to make the coronation a bit more diverse than ever before and give more prominence to non-Christian individuals at the ceremony. But it looks like Charles has been warned by church officials that these demands clash with centuries-old laws that bars all non-Christian faiths from reading prayers at the coronation ceremony. This came after Charles claimed he would like to be known as a defender of faith rather than a defender of the faith. With the reported delay with the order of services, we're still not totally sure what's going to happen with this one. Some are expecting that a compromise could be an option, told a separate ceremony where other faith leaders could play a role. But for this one, it looks like we're just going to have to wait and see. Number 5, the Koriner. After the passing of the Queen, the conversation was opened about colonism and the relation to her legacy. Calls started going out asking Britain's royal family to return one of the world's largest clear-cut diamonds, the Koriner. The diamond is said to be a curse to all men who wear the diamond, so Queen Victoria ordered all her female descendants to wear it from then on. Demands for the return of the diamond, along with other diamonds, have started to really intensify as many believe the way the family got the diamonds was illegitimate. The jewel is said to have been stolen from India in the 19th century and is known as the most expensive diamond in the world, reportedly worth close to $591 million. The jewel has a long history with the royal family and is one of the 2,800 stones set on the crown, which is made for King Charles's grandmother, the Queen Mother. But there has been a huge debate as to where the 105-carat diamond actually belongs, and there has been decades-long battles over it. Not long after the Queen passed, one Twitter user posted, "On behalf of Indians, we want our Koriner back." Along with other YouTubers, Bollywood stars, academics, they all fight online, urging the British royal family to return the diamonds. A prominent Indian MP even signed a letter asking for it back, saying Britain owes us. But instead of returning the evidence to their rightful owners, the British are flaunting the Koriner on the Queen Mother's crown. Because of the anger surrounding the jewel, many have wondered if Camilla will opt to wear the crown traditionally worn for occasions like this. But it looks like she has decided against it, and instead will wear another crown that she has, reset with diamonds from Queen Elizabeth's collection. Regardless of this decision, I can imagine people still won't be happy that the diamond is still sitting in the Tower of London. Number 4, the playlist. The coronation playlist is out and some people aren't too happy. The Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport has released a coronation celebration playlist on Spotify, which is made to help people organize coronation parties. Though some people are loving it, others have spoken out, believing that it is a terrible representation of the UK. With some classics being mixed in, a few Spotify users have dubbed it as extremely skippable. The playlist starts off with a classic song, Come Together, by the Beatles. Many people believe that this is a pretty solid choice considering the tension between the royal family and Prince Harry, along with the economic instability recently that's going on in the UK. With some pretty good picks throughout, you might be thinking, what is so controversial? But it looks like the department made an error in the original release playlist, which included 28 tracks. The last song added was called Dance With Me by Dizzy Rascal. As fans spotted it, the DCMS sent out a statement saying, a track featuring Dizzy Rascal was included in error, and as soon as it was identified, it was removed. This was a mistake that was luckily caught fast, considering the artist lost most of his appeal after being found guilty of assaulting his then fiancée just last year. The playlist is also said to be a celebration of Commonwealth, with the DCMS saying the playlist has been created to celebrate British and Commonwealth artists ahead of the upcoming coronation. Listeners have questioned this though, noting that there really isn't much Commonwealth representation at all, and it's pretty UK dominated, with only 3 songs being from out of the UK. On top of this, there are only 4 non-white artists and 6 songs that are performed by women, leading people to believe it wasn't really thought out at all and more or less just kind of thrown together. Euronews reported the playlist doesn't sit well with the fact that it is a collection of songs supposed to celebrate a new monarch, but also a country and its people. It's very one note and depressingly uniform. With people already getting upset before the event even takes place, I'm sure it has to be a little worrying for King Charles. Number 3, breaking tradition. Tradition is a big thing for the British royals, but could Kate Middleton be deciding to go a different route? One jewelry expert seems to believe that Kate might opt out of wearing a tiara during the coronation. The expert told People, tiaras are worn by nearly every royal lady at the Queen's coronation in 1953, as well as lots of aristocratic women. But times have certainly changed in 70 years. Many believe that King Charles may be ditching old traditions and planning a new and modern coronation. But not everyone is sure which way this will go. The expert shares, "I'm certainly hoping to see some coronation tiaras, but it's possible that Charles is following the example of some of his European counterparts and setting a daytime formal dress code." But as rumors continue to circulate, an insider revealed that the conversation about this is still ongoing. Number 2, bad grandfather. So it's looking like King Charles isn't going to be having his grandchildren Archie and Lilibet at the coronation, and some are questioning his role as a grandfather. With being the children of Prince Harry, many have some questions on what the real reason is for the lack of invitation. Recent reports have suggested that it could be their age, and they're maybe just a little bit too young to participate. But this decision has definitely left a bad taste in some mouths. One Australian journalist came forward to share her opinion on this decision. She said, "The king has left his grandchildren out, and that is a huge mistake." She continued on by saying, "How can the king bring a politically, culturally, and socially fractured Britain together if he doesn't even have it in him to bring all of his grandchildren together?" Others have argued that the children are innocent in this whole fight between the family, and even have claimed that by excluding them, this can make the family feud last generations. This has pushed some onlookers to believe that he really is going to back his claims and bring everyone together. With one journalist saying, "Charles so very clearly wants to be on the right side of history, but all that hard work and forward-looking sweat and effort could be about to be undermined by a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on the day, but it's looking like he could get a pretty bad label if he leaves out his grandchildren completely." And finally, in number 1, we have the balcony. It has been decided that the only working royals will be allowed on the balcony on Coronation Day, and will show his idea of a slimmed-down monarchy. Looking to show the heartbeat and future of his family, it looks like there really is no place for Harry. The balcony appears to have William, Kate, and their 3 children, totaling up to about 15 people that are going to stand by the king on the balcony. According to palace insiders, this decision hasn't stopped Harry from allegedly demanding he be included, as he is part of the family. But it looks like that just won't happen, and it's also speculated to be banished from appearing next to Charles at all during his big moment. With Harry reportedly not too sure about this, many organizers are just hoping there won't be a big scene. Well, that's all we have for you guys today. Let us know in the comments below if you'll be tuning in to watch the event, and we'll see you in the next one.